share with our families, into our hearts to share with our loved ones, and into our souls to share with the world. And these stories will teach us what they know in return for being a good host. And when they are ready to move on, they will let us know. We can pass them on to others so they too can experience optimism. I would like to take a few moments to recall some very important optimistic stories that have influenced our childhood, our teen years, and even influence adults today. First, let's all take a ride on the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. The Little Engine That Could was first published in 1930 by Wyner Pippy and has become a very important metaphor to the American dream. As parents read more modern similar stories such as Thomas the Tank Engine, we see that optimism has become a much-needed message. We have all heard this tale about a poor little engine that couldn't make it over the mountain. But with some optimism, he chugs the mountaintop with a big smile on his face. And as he makes it up the slope and down the other side, he finds himself saying, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could. This I think I can philosophy is one that we want all children to learn. Next, let's look at a more humorous optimistic story that can influence teenagers. Mark Twain once said, there is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. Perhaps the most famous story is one of two twin boys. One was a hopeful optimist, while the other was a sad and hopeless pessimist. On the boys' twin birthdays, parents got the pessimist boy all the toys that they could afford, and got the optimist boy, well, a pile of manure. When the pessimist boy opened up his presents, he saw his gifts and said, frowning, I hate that color. I hate this computer. I bet that calculator will break. The optimist boy, on the other hand, saw his manure and said, smiling, oh man, where there's manure, there just has to be a pony. So perhaps teenagers need to reflect on this story and see that optimism is present in all situations. But now, let's look at a more dramatic, optimistic story that can influence adults. This story is one of a period in our country's history known as slavery. One very bold woman named Harriet Tubman was well known as a conductor of the Underground Railroad. In a 10-year span, she made 19 trips to the slave country and escorted over 300 slaves to freedom. And as she once pointed out proudly to Frederick Douglass, she never lost a single passenger. In the 19 trips, she even made one especially challenging journey in which she actually saved her 70-year-old parents. During the Civil War, Harriet worked for the Union as a cook, a nurse, and even a spy. After the war, she settled in New York, where she lived the rest of her long life, but then eventually died in 1913. But her story of optimism and endurance is one that we all should carry on with us. However, what we really need to realize about these three stories is that everyone faces struggles similar to these. And I'm not saying that your problems are as fictional as a little engine, as humorous as a boy receiving manure, or as dramatic as Harriet Tubman's. But whether it's losing your Barbie, not passing that driver's test, losing your job, or worse, meeting your future in-laws for the first time, with a little optimism, we can get past all these obstacles. But as a wise person once said, to make footprints in the sand, we must take the first steps. We can't expect this world to be bright if we are constantly looking through dark sunglasses. When these difficulties come our way, well, a typical pessimist will turn his opportunities into difficulties. But by being a true optimist, we gain the power and the courage to turn our difficulties into opportunities. I know that sometimes it may be easier to throw in the towel and give up. But where is that going to get us? When we gain the power and the courage to let this hope and happiness into our lives, we are able to start a new story. And to me, optimism is a story. Just like the little engine, the boy here receiving manure, and Harriet Tubman. So throughout our lives, when times get hard,